Welcome to another weekly market report of the DC metro area with Kristen Mason Coreas, owner of the Homes by Mason team. This data is as of October 20th, this past Sunday. So comparing week over week, as of this past Sunday, what had happened prior to that was interest rates had been going up. And so that's not what we have been expecting. And therefore, I kind of wasn't sure what the market was going to do, how it was going to respond. And so what we see here year over year data makes a ton of sense to me. This is what I would expect, because when you compare year over year, interest rates are actually lower by 1.25% from where we were last year at this time. So therefore, when you compare that, we are up in terms of showings by almost 18%. We are up in purchase contracts by 6.2%. And days on market is longer, which is actually interesting. So 4 days longer is relatively significant, with a median time of 26 days. More listings, that is how we've been trending, by 5.5%. So more new listings, and then more active listings by almost 19%. Prices up typically year over year at 5.4%. So all of this data makes sense to me. It's the week over week. It's frankly what's happening right now in our current market that is somewhat unpredictable. So interest rates went up week over week, and showings went up. And I guess that doesn't surprise me, because a lot of buyers were out there waiting for interest rates to go down. And when they went up instead, then people might have changed their minds and said, oh no, let me buy now before they go even higher. And so that makes some sense, but then purchase contracts were down. So usually when showings are up, purchase contracts are also up. In this case, that did not happen. Purchase contracts are down by almost 9%. So less buyers week over week were writing contracts. More time on the market by 1 day. So that's not a ton. New listing inventory is down by almost 10%. So that's different than what we've been seeing. And then that ties into active listings. We're basically flat, because if we didn't have enough new listings, then we're not really adding to the active inventory, which we want to have a healthy inventory to have a healthy market. So because it's all about supply and demand. Ultimately, at the end of the day, it comes down to supply and demand, which determines how competitive the market is, which determines how high the prices go. So median list price is also up week over week, 3.4%. And that is a surprise, because typically this time of year, prices would come down generally week over week. So throw my hands up a little bit, because the market's a little bit unpredictable right now. Generally, buy a home when it's the right time to buy a home for you. If you find the right home and if the numbers work for you, then buy it. And if the interest rate is not what you like, then they get better, and then you can refinance later. So that's what I have buyers right now who might be doing. Actually, I have buyers I showed a home to today, and they kind of fell in love. So they might be writing a contract and will be, part of the statistics for next week. In any case, if you ever want more information about what is happening in the real estate market, check out my Homes by Mason YouTube channel, or Homes by Mason on Facebook. I do a broader Monday market update every Monday on those two channels. And if you want to talk to me individually about your individual circumstances or your home neighborhood and what's happening there and how that impacts your decisions, reach out to me anytime. 571-210-1866 is where you can call me or text me. You can email me directly at Kristen, Kristen, at homesbymason.com. Check out the website anytime for useful resources at www.homesbymason.com. Thanks for watching, and have a great weekend.